Hey, what is going on, YouTube world? John Reina is back with a video. It's been, geez, I don't know, 6 or 9 months since I've posted anything here in the YouTube community. Kind of lazy when it comes to videos. Just busy and just not much of a YouTube guy as much as I had been in the past, but figured I'd update everybody and what's going on here. As you can see, the landscape has changed a little bit. Added a few things, subtracted a few things, and I'll probably break this up into maybe a couple shorter videos and give you guys a little bit of a tour of what's been going on. I picked up a handful of great Hall of Famers. I have not purchased any cards, all signed baseballs. I do not, I honestly, with the crazy card market that's been going on, I have not really been purchasing any baseball cards. And my focus has been on signed baseballs, and I think that's going to continue to be my focus moving forward. Not, any of the cards that I would really need right now or that I would really want are astronomically out of my price range, which I'm sure a lot of you can relate to. And it is what it is. So I'll stop talking. I'll follow up with some of the few things that I've picked up, and we'll go forward from here. So I have picked up some pretty cool baseballs. Looking down here, we have Ted Lyons and Ed Roche. Those two are very difficult Hall of Famers to get on single sign baseballs, or at least they're out there, but they're rather expensive. And picked up good old Vin Scully. Scrolling through here, picked up, and sorry for this glare as always, Burley Grimes. Cool, well, not the cool thing, but an interesting thing about this particular Grimes ball is it's dated 10/9/85. I believe he passed away 2 months or a month after that. I don't know if I've showed this one off, but Bill Dickey. Nice single sign, Bill Dickey. A very nice single sign, Judy Johnson. And one of the crown jewels of what I picked up recently is a single sign, Max Carey. And of course, with this glare, we're always dealing with that in this room. You can see it right there. You go. That's a good one. If you don't know who Max Carey is, take a look. Interesting Hall of Fame career. And not too many single sign baseballs come up from Max. So it was definitely something that I wanted to pick up right away. I made a few upgrades as well. I upgraded my Lasorda ball from a team sign to a single sign with the Hall of Fame inscription, which was great to add to the PC. Moving over here, and I can't remember what I've shown, what I haven't shown, and it's been quite a while. So when we look over here, going into this case, I have, I've had a Bob Gibson signed baseball, but I also picked up recently this Bob Gibson inscription ball. So I'm not going to pull out of the case, but it does have two inscriptions here for two-time NL Cy Young, two-time World Series MVP. And then on the other side, it gives his, if we can see it here, his total Ks, 31, 17, and 68 NL MVP inscription. Picked up a beautiful, and again, I'm so sorry about this glare. It's just the room. Let me see if I back up and turn this light off. You guys aren't already to throw up anyway from the movement. Really nice single sign Snow White Lefty Gomez ball. You can get Lefty Gomez balls. They're out there, no problem. But to get a real beautiful single sign one that's in this condition, ball is flawless, is tough. What I started doing over here is I added another case where I put some of the duplicates, but also I started doing a little inscription run here. In regards to different players that may not have been in the Hall of Fame or perhaps the Hall of Very Good. There are some Hall of Famers mixed in here, and there's also some new guys. If we look through here, we're looking at Clayton Kershaw, on a 2020 signed World Series baseball. We're looking up here. We got Max Scherzer. Beautiful Adrian Beltre. And that is under the logo on a final season at Texas Ranger Stadium there. This right here is something something that I usually don't do, and that's investing in younger players. Ronald Acuna, full name Ronald Acuna, with a Rookie of the Year inscription, and that is on a Braves 150th anniversary ball. Looking through here, and again, I'm sorry if this camera keeps moving around here. Let me just let me move this and try to get a better grip on it. Going up through here, we have the likes of Al Rosen. We have Rocky Calavito. Good old O.J. Simpson there. A little out of the wheelhouse, but O.J. Simpson with a Hall of Fame 85 inscription. The juice is loose. I think you guys have all seen the Verlander up here. Marty Marion, Hank Bauer, Dave Parker, Boog Powell, Hank Sawyer, Maury Wills, Vida Blue, Denny McClain, Jeff Burrows, Dewey Evans, Bobby Richardson. We have Don Newcomb, Miguel Cabrera, but you've seen that way up here. I think Joe Mauer, Kevin Mitchell, Tommy John, another Brooks Robinson, Warren Spahn, Johnny Sain. So quite a few pickups there. And just adding in some different baseballs that I can get that are affordable. Right in this case, actually, here I picked up a nice single signed Willie Stargell. I had one, but it was a dual signed ball with Bill Madlock. So I wanted to get a single signed one. Looking over here, bought a really nice Ricky Henderson signed base with Man of Steel inscription. This one right here, he doesn't sign bases anymore. So if you think about Ricky, he won't sign that anymore. So these are fairly rare. And if you want to get one, it's going to cost you an extra $1 or $2. But I figured I'd have that. I'm going to do some working of the walls that I have here and see what I can do to put this up and add a few more display cases, and I might take some card display cases down, switch things up a little bit. So that's the Ricky Henderson. Then over here, a couple little obscure ones here. So as you know, I do have that Muhammad Ali. I did a video on that. But also picked up a Hulk Hogan and a Wayne Gretzky, because why the hell not, They were considered one of the best in their sport, and figured I'd pick it up. So that's what I have going on here, folks, at least for an update. As you can see, the room's pretty much the same. Not a whole lot different. I did add a display case right down here. I'll do that in another video. I'll post another one here shortly, and I'll make that into 2 parts. So everything's pretty much the same, just a few little additions and subtractions. One thing that I will bring up here, and I'll put this camera stand down, and I'll show this video to everybody. And as you know, collecting Hall of Fame baseballs is something that I take pride in. And as you all know, I've had a specific baseball signed by somebody called Babe Ruth. And I've had that since I was 13. Gift from my dad, and something that I, held very dear to me for many, many years. And, as I've gotten older, I've really become extremely knowledgeable about my signatures, and I've become extremely knowledgeable about slant, flow, understanding players, and I've gotten to the point where I can identify, with, I would say, pretty good certainty, fakes of certain players, and if something's a forgery or whatnot, especially within that Mickey Mantle and Joe DiMaggio and Ted Williams realm. And, I've always wondered about this Babe Ruth ball. I've always wondered, maybe I'll turn the camera around and show my face. I don't really do that very often. So I've always been the type of person who, never really looked into this ball. I never really looked into the details because it was a gift, and it was something that I always just treasured as a centerpiece of my collection. So one of the things I decided to do was try to get a little more research, do a little more research on this baseball and try to, figure out what the inscription said, and, never really got anywhere. And over the past year, I'm like, Jesus, looking at this ball, it just doesn't look right. Babe Ruth never signed this way. His E at the end of Babe was almost looked like a capital E. And for him to sign on the side panel was kind of rare in many instances. And he was always a sweet spot guy. And if he couldn't sign the sweet spot, it was probably due to it being filled up with some other players. So sure enough, I just said to myself, well, let me just get a definitive answer. And always in my head, I'm saying to myself, my goodness, why not keep believing, keep the faith. Well, sure enough, obviously this didn't pass authentication. This ball could have been artificially aged. It could have been, it looks like it's a ball from that time period based on the stitching, but it's probably just some kid who was playing around and hit a home run with it on his little league park, and maybe his dad or something like that picked it up and signed it for him. So if anybody wants to play catch with this, let me know. I think part of the reason I didn't do too many videos was I was just kind of disappointed because, I have a lot of good Hall of Famers, and Ruth is always a centerpiece around someone's collection. And fortunately, that wasn't the case on this. I have to find another one, and I will. I'll get one eventually. But I hope everybody's doing well out there in YouTube land, and I might give this to my son, and maybe we'll go in the backyard and throw it around a bit. So I'll catch everybody in another video here shortly, and I'll show off that display case that's in the background here, and we'll take a look. Thanks everybody for your time.